30 seconds to the VT, 30.
Kevin VT will be later.
I should have said, sorry, ad break, it's not in the room, just for us to stream.
This is just us one.
No problem, thanks.
Copy that.
Holding music coming out.
Stand by for VT in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling.
Business
On
Owners
VT
locked.
running.
UK.
1 minute
The
50
British
into the room,
businessman
1 minute
is here to
50
help
into the
you
room.
on your
Stand by.
business recovery journey. So whatever your next step, search British Business
Stand by, Room.
Finance
I'll run their
to
accident.
provide expert financial information and support,
Coming through
all
to the
in
Wi-Fi.
one place.
One minute into the room, guys. 1 minute. Stand by, please.
Advertising your business can sometimes feel a bit complicated, not to mention wasteful, with lots of options that may not cut through or hit the right people. But with AdSmart from Sky, virtually any business can harness the power of TV advertising to precisely target the right people.
And you've got 6 minutes on this, presenters. 6 minutes.
And that's exactly why you're seeing this ad. AdSmart from Sky. Join thousands of businesses growing through the power of TV.
Start it on 3 if you can. You want to dissolve into it.
Business is
30
personal.
seconds into the room.
Built
30
on a
seconds.
foundation of hard work, bold ideas,
Thank you, Juan.
and big dreams for you,
Both.
your employees, and your customers. We get that. That's why Cisco solutions and services for small business were designed with you
20
in mind.
seconds into the room.
We
Stand by,
offer
hosts.
a wide variety of options, both on premises and in the cloud, that help maximize your potential while
10
minimizing
seconds, stand by.
IT costs and complexity. So you can focus on growing your business, not on managing infrastructure. Cisco for small business.
Mix 3 to 3, please.
Coming through. Stand by on 3.
Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome indeed to Elite Business Live 2024.
Give me a single.
One.
Afternoon.
So good to be back. We are here at the Leonardo Royal in the
Afternoon.
shadow of St Paul's.
We're here in person, but we're also streaming live to thousands and catching up afterwards as well. I'm Ollie Barrett, your co-host, a serial co-founder, if you will. But thank goodness to see my brilliant co-host here, Hannah Previtz here, everybody. Hannah!
Coming to 1, 1.
Thank you, Ollie. So yes, my name is Hannah Previtz. I'm a journalist for The Times and The Sunday Times. So I spend my life interviewing amazing entrepreneurs like all of you and writing about it in the pages of the newspaper and increasingly, of course, online. So I'm really looking forward to those breaks that you mentioned earlier, getting to know everyone.
Still on 1, coming to 3. 3, clear 1.
How do you put it a good cop, bad cop? A little
Give me a
bit,
two-shot one,
Hannah,
please.
so I'll get everyone.
Thank you. Coming to 1, 1.
Ashton going in on 1.
Good and the bad.
Well, you can tell us what you think. Now, if you're tuned in or if you're with us here in St Paul's, please do share
clear.
what you're taking out
Of today, our hashtag EBL2024. Spread the word for those who couldn't be here in person. But I thought it'd be useful to tell you a little bit about today, about setting the scene for the next 2 days. In fact, we've got some fantastic topics. I'm going to be here on the main stage this morning, and then we switch roles in the afternoon. So we're talking tech this morning. We're talking sales. What are some knockout
Let's take
sales
the keynotes graphics.
Well, this afternoon we're going to be talking about growth mindsets, which I think is something fascinating, you know, more around the kind
mixing
of
through the
softer
graphics.
side.
Yep.
I'm sure tomorrow we'll
clear.
be looking forward to that. And we're also talking about going international, so how do you take your business global, and hopefully getting some real tips on how to get started with that.
So, of course, it's a broadcast.
I'm going on to panels. Hold
We
it
want your
in.
questions as well.
Still on
So
graphics.
obviously hands up in the room, but if you're joining us online, please do ask us your questions and we'll get those on screen. So together, let's keep our brilliant speakers
back
and
to one.
panelists on their toes.
On
If you're looking for something a little bit different, we've got some interactive breakout sessions. I'll just tell you
Haven't got
properly
anything for that.
about those. You have to sign up for those separately on the site, so that's really easy to do. And you can look that up on the sort of what's on the interactive interactive breakout session, and you can interact as the session's going on as well, and with the host, and pose any questions that you might
MP1,
have for that. So, Hannah, why don't we zoom out?
There is no VT. Introduce them straight away.
For Kevin Hollinrake, MP.
On the wide. One, you're
Next
clear.
cue.
Thank you, one. I think he's
Aston
going
ready.
straight up. Going to pick him up when he's settled. Coming to one.
Well, thank you, Ollie.
And one.
Winston Churchill once said that some people see private enterprise
Aston ready.
as a
You can take it if you
predatory
want.
tiger that needs to be shot. Some people
Do you want me to
see
run
it as
it?
a
When you're ready,
cow
mate.
that they can milk.
Aston in.
Few people see it for what it really is, and that's the strong horse that pulls the whole cart.
Aston clear.
Thank you. Okay,
It's
stand
for
by
this
for
reason that the
changeover.
government is making 2024 the year
Depending
of
on
the SME, and
how
for
much
me,
over he goes.
every year is the year
15
of the
seconds if he's
SME.
going to be on time.
We're doing this in three key areas, three priorities.
He's going to go
we have
longer
as
than
a
that.
department, as a government, for small businesses, small and medium-sized enterprises, improve access to finance, boost
He'll
skills,
see that he's running
and break
over on
down
his
the
comfort
barriers
monitor if he's
to
looking at it.
innovation and growth. And I hope you all have
Here we go.
Stand by.
an enjoyable
Stand
day.
by.
And
Coming to the
thank you
wide
very
next. Wide. He's walking off.
Move on, Paula.
Questions for you.
Okay,
So
stick
you picked
stick
up
with
on
him.
some of the key points there that are coming,
He's not going to face this
later
way. He needs to
today
stay at the
when it
lectern
comes
because
to,
he hasn't got a mic.
You also mentioned though the budget.
Let's see what happens.
And lots of the
Stay-
things
He has to stay at the lectern because he doesn't have a mic on. We need to push him back to the lectern to answer.
They basically said it didn't go far enough.
Still on
for
the
them,
wide
and
at the
there
minute.
wasn't enough there in terms of support.
We'll put you in touch with export
30
champions,
seconds.
people who've been on that journey already.
Wide.
Good plugs there for the British Business Bank and your
Stand by for Richard.
the help to grow digital as well. And I think we are out of time, but I will say to Minister Kevin Hollinrake, thank you very much indeed for your time. Thank you.
Still on wide. Off you go, one. Over
Hannah,
to.
we're gonna
Yeah,
divide
that'll
and
do for
conquer
now.
a bit, because for this morning at least, you're going to go backstage for the sort of after
Actually,
show
give me a two-shot, please,
grilling,
one.
if you like.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to say after
One.
show party, which sounds
Later.
very exciting.
Standing by for a
Lovely
VT.
awards this evening as well, which the Minister generously mentioned as well. Any final thought before we sort of segue into this next part of our morning?
Well, I think the Minister was very gracious in his replies there, getting tapped up in those few minutes about Brexit and some of those really kind of chewy topics. So thank you very much for bearing with us. I think that sets the tone perfectly for the rest of the day.
All right, so the scene is set. Hannah, I know you're going to go and be tuned
VT
in
next.
backstage, but for now, thanks to the Minister, and once again, thank you to the brilliant Hannah Pevett.
See you shortly, Hannah. Thank you.
Follow.
Okay. On with our show, and in just under a minute's time, I'm going to introduce our very first keynote speaker of the day, who I see, to my great relief, is waiting keenly in row number 1. So we'll be back in
VT
about
next.
20 seconds' time. Thank you.
And coming to VT. VT in. Coming back to the
You can mix through
wide.
whenever you're ready. Audio fading.
count. Coming through to the wide in 3, 2, 1.
Cue Ollie.
On the wide.
Hello and welcome. It's Elite Business Live 2024, streaming
Coming to
around
one.
the world
One.
and live here in St Paul's.
If you're just joining us, welcome. We're on day 1 of our 2-day event this year, and I'm delighted to say our next speaker when it comes to entrepreneurship is the real deal. The business he founded, HomeServe, went on to be in the FTSE 100 and exited in a multi-billion, yes, £4 billion sale. He is now supporting many entrepreneurs. He is the founder and chairman of Growth Leader, and he's also the owner of Business Leader. So I'm going to have my pen and paper out making copious notes as we welcome to the stage Richard Harpin.
On the wide. One is clear.
Ready.
Is he going to go lectern? No, he's not. Still on the wide. Wait until he settles.
There are 8 things
Comes
that I know
one.
now that I wish I'd known of the 8 secrets and some examples
Stand by.
and a bit of a workbook then. Please get one of those free. Thank you very much.
On the wide. He did well on time. Watching for presenters coming back up.
Thank you so much. Very good. Thank you
Just
so
the
much,
one.
Richard.
Okay, yeah, comfy
Stay with
two.
us, Richard. Stay with us. I've got a question. Here we go. A field trip.
Still on the
to
wide
Japan.
until they
Questions
settle.
until panel
Very nicely.
discussions, really.
Two shot is fine.
Quick question for you, Richard.
Unless it's a bit of a
Thank
split.
you for
No,
that.
we're
We'll
good.
hear it once
Coming,
again, Richard
coming to
Harpin.
one.
Well, it's first class.
After
Thank
the
you.
applause. Stop moving around, Ollie.
If you are standing at a fork in the road and you've got a big decision to make, any advice on how to make that decision?
Yeah, great question. The answer is collect some data.
Our next panel conversation,
Yes.
that would be great. Everyone, one more time, Richard Harpin, come and have a seat here, Richard. I'm going to put you down here.
Still on the wide at the minute.
He's going to sit them in first.
The session is going to be on supercharging your sales strategies.
One.
Going to bring
It's
them
gonna be
on,
with
bring the
you
people
in
on.
just under a minute's time. Stay tuned.
Stand by VT.
So run it.
10 seconds on VT, coming through to the wide.
Stand by, Ollie. Going to pause on
Coming
it.
through to
Let
the
him sit.
wide.
Let him sit
In
first. Let him
5,
sit.
4, 3, 2.
Click it.
On the wide, looking at 3.
He's on 2. He's looking at the audience, at the camera.
Sorry, looking at 2. There we go, on 2. I knew that would confuse me.
For now, to Richard.
1 to Ollie,
Stand by
please.
backstage.
Simon, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
If you want to stand up, Ollie, we'll put you in a medium close-up on Ollie.
Well, as our panellists leave the stage, they're going to
Turn
go
to main camera, Ollie.
they're
Cutting
gonna
to
go,
1.
backstage to see Hannah for a light after-stage
Stand by,
Watching
Hannah,
the
you're in
2 box,
vision.
stand by
which
4.
I guess online can tune into as well.
I don't think Hannah can hear Ollie. I don't think
Everybody,
Hannah can hear
a
Ollie.
salesperson, being helpful, not expecting something immediately in return. Now,
I can see
why don't I
gears
just
going.
sign you towards what's coming up here. Our next keynote is going to be here in our main studio. It's going to be Piers Linney, entrepreneur, investor, former Dragon
Still on
from
one
Dragon's
single.
Den. Very much looking forward to seeing Piers. Always good to
Hannah,
have him
just nod your head
in
if
the
you can
Elite
hear Ollie
Business
now.
Live house.
Yeah,
now,
she's
that's
got Ollie,
coming
thank you.
up now. He's going to be talking about AI and other things. Now,
Okay, we're going to a 2-up pip in a moment. So
Stand by
I'm going to give you a wide, just loosen off a touch on the wide, loosen off a touch, and it'll just make it easier to keep them in the middle of the frame for that box. Coming back to 1, 1.
We will see you after our break when I'll be introducing Piers Linney. Now, the final thing I need to do is sign over and our guests online.
4, can you
will
loosen
see,
off just a touch,
the
please?
expectant
Coming to
face
you.
of Hannah
Thank you.
Previtt. Hannah, are you with us?
Coming
Joining
in.
us backstage?
2 box, 2 box.
I am Ollie. What an amazing
1 and 4, you are both live.
Yeah, you've got plenty of food for further questions there. But Hannah, I'm going to leave you with our brilliant panellists there. But why don't we say another massive thank you for everyone who's
Coming
been
back to
involved
1,
in this session.
1, 4, you're clear for a moment. Coming to 4, 4.
Please come and join me.
4, it's all on you.
Thank you. The stress.
So we are connected on
have some
in
casework.
real life. This is all very.
I can hear someone.
So we've only
I
got
can hear one of the speakers.
so a couple of things.
Doesn't mean it's right. Just because it's done that way doesn't mean it's right. And I actually think it's completely wrong.
Minute and a half over.
That's a great note to end on, Simon. It's great
Thank
to meet
you.
you.
Out to
Thank
the
you so
2.
much. Take care.
Thank you very much. Is she rapping? She is rapping, standing by
Ollie,
her.
we're doing an ad break next.
Yes.
Doing an ad break next.
Of that, but some really fascinating insights with 2 of our panellists there, and I loved hearing from Rashada about how potentially men and women
Okay, coming to
We'll
the
be
2
back
box.
shortly after these ads.
how they think differently
On the 2,
and how the
watching
tech world is
ad break next.
Ad break.
now
Told her to
cultivating
handle it.
a much more diverse workforce. And we will be back with you on the main stage straight after this.
Standing by ad breaks.
Thanks, Hannah.
Ads
On the
in.
ads.
Owners of the UK. The British business
brilliant
bank
stuff,
is
Hannah.
here
4, you're
for
clear.
your
1
business
minute 50
recovery
back into the
journey.
main room.
So whatever
Just
your next
1 minute
step,
50 back
search
into the main
British
room.
Business
haven't
Bank
got that audio,
Finance
just
Hub
so you know.
to find expert
Copy that.
financial information
No,
and
no,
support.
you don't need this.
all
It's
in
fine.
one
It's just for the
place.
stream. Here's intro BT ready. As is your strap.
Thank you very much. Watching 3.
30. What are we on? 1 minute 20. 1 minute 15 to the run.
Warren, can you put around control, please?
Advertising your business can sometimes feel a bit
Yeah, correct.
complicated, not to mention wasteful.
60
with
seconds
lots of
to the run.
options
60
that may
seconds.
not cut through or hit the right people. But with AdSmart from Sky, virtually any business can harness the power of TV advertising to precisely target the right people wherever they are, for a lot less than you might think. And that's exactly why you're seeing this ad. AdSmart from Sky. Join thousands of businesses growing through the power of TV.
30 seconds. Stand by into the run.
Business is personal. You've built it on a foundation of hard work, bold ideas, and big dreams. For you, your employees, and your customers.
20 seconds, 20
We
seconds.
get that. That's why Cisco solutions and services for small business were designed with you in mind. We offer a wide variety of options,
15
both
seconds into the room,
on-premises and in the
position.
cloud, that help maximize your potential while minimizing IT costs and complexity.
Let's have Ollie on
So you
stage.
can focus on growing your business,
He walks
not
in,
on
I think.
managing infrastructure.
And cue Ollie, please.
Cisco
Cue.
for small
Cue Ollie.
business.
Mixing to wide, on the wide, looking at one.
You probably know already that he was a dragon on Dragon's Den. His latest business, I think, is in the business of demystifying. It's Implement AI. Always good to welcome Piers back
Minute
to
and a half.
the family. Why don't we give a huge,
Oh, okay.
brilliant welcome.
Stand by for VT.
One
VT's
VT.
in.
On the VT, on the VT. Come on, you need to.
Wide, 3, 2, 1, and clear. On the wide.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for
Coming
coming.
one.
Got a lot of people in the room, which makes a nice change
One.
these days. So I'm Piers Linney. Got quite a few slides, so I'm gonna crack on. I want to try to add some value today, not just talk about esoterics or intangibles. I'm gonna help you try and start to understand how do you build what we call Implement AI, an AI-assisted organization, because that is the future of all organizations and everything you do.